Manchester United 4, Liverpool 3, the latest one. It was an absolute cracker. 03717 223344 is the number to call to have your say. Is that liftoff for the maligned Erik Ten Hag era? We're going to hear from the manager very, very shortly. If you were Ten Hag out, are you now Ten Hag in? We'll hear from him in a moment. We'll also discuss the rest of today's massive results. I'll recap those in a minute for you. The number you need to call the show, though, is 03717 223344. But you can also send us a WhatsApp voice note on the same number. Chaz, the Man United fan, has done just that.
Chaz, the die-hard United fan. Absolutely buzzing today. I'm just buzzing because we've just beaten Liverpool and we've dashed their hopes of a quadruple. Next, they're coming to Old Trafford for the league and we're going to dash them hopes as well. Come on, United.
Shaz there on the WhatsApps. Don't keep your thoughts to yourself. Do what Shaz has done. Tell the nation. This is the final word phone in on talkSPORT. Before we get stuck into the calls, Erik Ten Hag has been speaking in the last few moments to talkSPORT's Declan McCarthy.
Erik, a truly incredible FA Cup tie for the neutral. We saw Manchester United fans in tears in the stands. What did we just witness out there?
A lot of emotions, and this game had a lot of faces. But yeah, I'm very pleased, of course, with the performance for my team. In the first 35 minutes, we played so very good football. I think the best I have seen this season. So you see we are really progressing, but you could also see by the results in the last 2-3 months from January on, when the team got the right run, got the progress. Then we have a drop-off, but by the end of the game we take the initiative again, also a little system change, and they were so brave. And they were so resilient and determined to get this win. And I'm so pleased for the team, but also for the fans, we got this win.
You asked the players before the game to save the season. Amad Diallo, I mean, dreams are made of, scoring in the Stretford end like he did. I mean, he won't be able to sleep tonight, will he, Erik?
Possibly not, but I'm so happy he got this reward. His season is so difficult as for the whole team, but maybe he's a symbol. Having a bad injury, has to fight back. A lot of competition there. His training performance is always so very good, but there's a lot of competition, so he doesn't always get the time he deserves. But then he coming in, and then he achieves this for himself and for the team. So very pleased with it.
Just the manner of the victory. I mean, in extra time against Liverpool, the arch rivals, to reach another semi-final. I mean, what does this mean for you as well, Erik, and the club?
For the club it's important, so I'm not important, but for the club it's very important that we develop, we progress, and I've said that so many times. We are in a process and in a trajectory together, and we will achieve our goals because you see this side have a high potential, and when we get everyone on board, you will see where we have even more potential. And we can achieve a lot. And we want to go back to a club, fight for silverware, not only fight, but we want to win. We have a long way to go, but you see the potential. And now we have to get this out. And I think today we have seen glimpse, a team who can fight, a team can play very high levels, a team has a great mentality, and that can be a catalyst and take this as a base and to go forward.
And of course, you mentioned the chance for silverware. It does continue, and I'm sure you've heard, Erik, but it is Coventry City in the semi-finals. You must relish that sort of challenge. You will go into the game as heavy favourites and a good chance to maybe get into a final.
Yeah, but I think it's 50-50 always. In every semi-final, everyone has the opportunity to win. When for us, is always also on the other hand, when we play against maybe favourite teams, I always believe we have a chance and they have as well. But it's up to us. And they are a good side. We have seen yesterday they did amazing. They showed a big mentality there as well, but also played good football. And so we have to play our best. But if we play our best, then we have a very good chance to win this and go into the final.
Erik Ten Hag there, Manchester United manager, speaking to talkSPORT's Declan McCarthy. He used the word, Pards, catalyst. Is this a catalyst?
Well, you know, there's many times you hear Erik, come on after a defeat, and he'll use the same words: potential, process, great mentality, this, that, the other, but usually not on the back of a performance quite as inspiring as that, and particularly from the younger players. Garnacho was brilliant today. McTominay again was great. Rashford was great. That young boy who come off the bench, Diallo, was great. So Manu, the midfield player, was outstanding.
Kobbie Manu is brilliant,
so,
isn't he?
there is a lot of young players there that potentially could take Man United that one step further, because at the moment we all know they're not at that step that Arsenal, Man City are at. They're just not. At Liverpool, they're not. They beat them today, though, and that's what they've got to grow into, and that's all the points he's making there. And when you get a win like that, those words can just roll off, and he can get them rolling off there. But it was great for Man United fans. Boy, did they need it. We was there last week. We both thought it was, a bit flat, But today, from the off, they were great. Great first 20 minutes, and the crowd were with them. You could see it. Atmosphere completely different, and they got the result. And the fans are definitely the 12th man today. Definitely.
Yeah, interesting hearing Erik ten Hag. Obviously, he won them silverware last year with the League Cup. If he won them the FA Cup, do you think he's going to turn people's perception of him around? Yeah,
I think he would, because it's not like it's a gimme, this FA Cup. That's been a tough tie to get through. I remember when we got to the final with Palace, we had to beat Tottenham away, and you forget those when you get to a final. You've got to win some big games to get to a cup final. So he's got one under his belt, big time there, and he's going to have to beat the likes of Coventry in the semi and the winner of Chelsea, Man City, to win it. So yes, it would change the perception of him.
Really interesting. He used the word catalyst. We've had some text messages come in on 81089. This is Trev, the Cockney Red. Best feeling I've had probably since '99, but is it a springboard? I doubt it. This is from Paul, the Man City fan. Springboard? Really, United have been average all season. Let's not go overboard. United are years behind City
the Man
and
City
Liverpool.
Fan bringing him to reality.
Absolutely. Always. Let's go back to Alan, the Manchester United fan that we were speaking to earlier on. I know he is still there. Thank you for your patience, Alan. We really appreciate it. We interrupted you earlier on to go to your captain, Bruno Fernandes, but you were making such good points. We thought we'd wait to bring you back again. And you were talking about the atmosphere being the best since post Alex Ferguson, which is some ask.
Yeah, and it's a big ask, and I don't drink, so it's not. I can't use that as an excuse for what I'm saying. But I can just feel around the stadium changing. I sit in the south stand, and we listen to a lot of people who know people in the club and that, and there's some real important business people who are talked to round the finger. The atmosphere is changing. It's absolutely brilliant for the club. I don't, honest to God, I don't believe that manager is good enough though. He's too nice for the club. We need someone with a better backbone in him. As soon as he makes a decision, everyone in the south stand, we all look at each other, and it's them. They're the people that are going to get him out. He's not good enough for our club.
I've got a real problem when people think that if you're too nice, you can't be a top level manager. I don't understand that at all.
You've got to have something in you. You've got to be ruthless, and
you can be nice and you can be ruthless.
Yeah, but he's still putting his hands around that Anthony, and Anthony's not proving himself. He's some of the players is coming. In other clubs, they'd already been out, but it's about celebrating United.
I was going to say, he got the equaliser for you today. So even though he's not had a great season, obviously, at least he got you back into the game.
Yeah. It's just the atmosphere. Like Alan said, the 12th man, the fans, was unbelievable today.
Yeah. You could sense that just watching it on the TV, and the boys in the studio, you could see the atmosphere was incredible. And it makes a massive difference. Obviously, I've been a player, and it takes you along, and it takes you somewhere where you can't go. And particularly in extra time, fans can lift you when you just don't feel you can move. And I was watching a few Man United players and Liverpool players. You could see them struggling, but as soon as the adrenaline got hold of them, and even at the end, Diallo's run is, it's a 75-metre run he's made there to get the winner.
Incredible, brilliant, excellent call, Alan. Thank you very much, and thanks so much for your patience.
Take care,
as well.
Alan.
Appreciate it. Quick one for you, Alan, because when we were other Alan, Alice, as in Pardew, too confusing. Should have asked Alan his surname. You said to me in the green room, that feeling that Amad Diallo had earlier on when he scored the winner in front of the... Obviously, you hadn't had the same feeling in front of the Stretford end, but you scored a winner in a 4-3 thriller. Tell me more about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, the semi-final many, many years ago, 1990, the year after Mark Robins saved Fergie, we was in the semi-final against Liverpool and we beat them 4-3. I ended up getting the winner. You know, it took me, sort of highlighted me as a sort of pretty mediocre player to sort of another level, that goal. You know, and it got me a lot of attention, and the team got to the final and everything else. It was brilliant. But the feeling, I know exactly where that boy is tonight. You just don't know. You're just in a daze. You don't, everything sort of patting you on the back and happy for you and everything. And it's just, it doesn't really sink in for about a week or so, and he'll experience that the next few days.
Yeah, that was a proper classic as well, wasn't it? Crystal Palace 4, Liverpool 3.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.